Colorado healthcare because of whatever since May 2nd, 2019. I have a question. Can can you point me in the direction of a doctor somewhere in Colorado that can prescribe me a medication to chelate my iron from too many blood transfusions? The doctors that I have seen that take Medicaid completely waste valuable Medicaid and Medicare funds. All I am doing, I mean, I'm trying to save you money. I'm trying to stay alive. This is absolutely insane. I mean, the last doctor I saw that tried to write me a prescription wanted to write the prescription for a drug called Xjade. That stuff is $70 a tablet. And I've had it, you could look through my records throughout 2022, I was getting treatment with deferoxamine, right, which is in your list, which is the most inexpensive form of iron chelation therapy. Now, this is also the most gross way of getting it because it requires that I get access in my stomach and I have a pump, and that catheter stays in me for 24 hours. It is not pretty, but it is the cheapest. Now, this doctor that I just switched to because of whatever reasons, and that's a different waste of Medicaid money. I'm being honest. I was raised by parents who went through the Depression. I was taught not to waste anybody's money. So going forward, a month ago, the only time I met this one doctor and threw my hands up, we began, discussing iron chelation drugs. And he goes, "Oh, I will write you a prescription for Xjade, the one I was telling you that costs $70 a day." Right? Because it's easy. You can pop a pill, right? They don't have to get involved. It's not messy. But I looked him straight in the eye. I said, "Doctor, Medicaid, Medicare is not going to pay for this. I've been on deferoxamine for a year now." What does he do? He writes the script anyway, completely useless, but I'm sure he got to bill you for his time. I got a letter from your office on January 24th that you rejected me, right? Or me personally getting Xjade. I knew that was going to happen. I was cool with it. Now, this doctor can appeal, which, yeah, fat chance in my opinion. But the specialty pharmacy that has to mix these, and they're in Florida, it was King Soopers, called up and finally said, "You've been rejected." They actually followed up. Has my doctor nor anybody in that office that bills you and the state and every person in the state of Colorado for my health care? No, not even followed up. To me, this is an entire waste. My question is, because what I have can be considered a hematological disorder where I required weekly blood transfusions, which lead to high iron and iron toxicity, which I have. I have what do I have? 9 times the iron of a normal person, which is bad for my brain because I'm 63. My mom got Alzheimer's. Do I want to put y'all on the hook for any of this? Because I'm full disability. I mean, who might I talk to that can just point me in the direction of somebody that could write me a simple prescription for deferoxamine, I am willing to shoot myself up with it, because some patients who have thalassemia, which is a blood disorder, whatever, this is what they do, because they have to shoot themselves up at least 5 times a week. What I have, I was cool 1 time a week. So that is my question, and thank you so much for being so patient and listening to me. That is so rare. Thank you. Yes, and honestly, yes. And I thank you, thank you. We'll just stop there. Yes. I need a provider. You know, I never got a card because I've been near fatal since I started, but things are getting together. But I do know my Medicaid ID, which is P as in Paul, 796. What? What are you doing? Let me start over. I need to do it musically. P as in Paul,